Well,
welcome
to Thursday night football.
Woo-woo!
Thursday.
Yes. And of course, because I rushed, I didn't set up the proper framing. So when I added us in, we popped up in the bottom. And I was like, oh, wait, we shouldn't be there just yet.
Oh, well.
Yep. Oh, well.
That's how we rolls.
Yep. But welcome back to Peacock Chat. So we just concluded our interview series, the summer interview series. So we are back to just chatting amongst ourselves. And we are going back to RV camping.
Yep.
Yay.
Yep. As that weather starts to get a little cooler, it'll be just a little bit better.
Yes. Mel and I were actually commenting on that, as a matter of fact.
We had a cold front this past weekend.
Yeah, but Monday morning, I'm sure you guys felt it when you were up and out of there to take your camper back.
Yes.
But we were like, man, we're just going to sit out here for a bit because it was nice. No really humidity, at least first thing in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 74 degrees according to the truck. When I was hitching up and getting ready to clear out of the site.
Yeah, nice. We woke up and you guys were gone.
Yeah. We slept in. We didn't get up till 8.
Look, it was a gorgeous place. You had a nice, comfortable site, easy in and out. There was no good reason to run. It was really surprisingly close to the house.
Yeah.
So, we got home early enough to clean everything out the way we wanted to before we had to drop it off for service.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, we had it to. I think we had it to Camping World by noon.
Yep.
Yeah, my version of cleaning out was take all the laundry, take it out, and then take the blower and blow out everything in the camper. That was my version of cleaning.
We sweeped, we vacuumed, we Swiffered.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do all
that. We stripped bedding, we pulled all the clothes out, everything. I mean,
we won't be in it for almost 2 months.
Yeah, we've got the break before we leave.
True.
Days for the Norway cruise. And then we don't have anything scheduled until the Halloween trip, I think. So
yeah.
Yep.
Good time to do some fall cleaning. The opposite of spring cleaning, in case you aren't aware of that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's welcome everyone in. We actually have a lot of people watching, but not a lot of people posting just yet, which is quite all right. But we do have Mr. Lugo.
Hi, Eddie.
What's up?
Oh, hang on. Our stream deck has frozen on us. Hopefully, I don't pull things out.
No, just plug it in.
There we go. I just restarted. Well, I had to restart my computer because
I had to kill an ant too. We have ant problems.
For whatever reason,
it's not working.
It's still not working.
All right. Well, yo, Brooklyn in the house.
Yes. Yo, Brooklyn in the house. We're going to try to put this in here.
Just insert tab A into slot B like IKEA, and you'll be great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
all right. Next
is Will G.
Yep. Next up, we got Will G in the house. Oh, I know.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Yeah. No, I know what the problem is. When I restarted the computer, it doesn't automatically start the Elgato software. So I have to restart the Elgato software.
Okay, Elgato go.
Yeah, I got to do it.
So this week, like we said, we're going to be talking about camping and RVing again. Yep. And our initial topic is how do we plan our RV trips?
At least 6 months in advance if you want a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, they're all working again. So Eddie, here you go.
Yo, Brooklyn in the house.
You're welcome, Eddie.
Yeah.
Much better.
And then here you go, Will.
Welcome to the party, pal.
So that's the one I was going to do, but you beat me to food.
Yeah. And then Eddie's saying hi, Mel, Ryan, Christine, and that other guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look who's in the house now.
Oh, Captain Trouble.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yes. He was up for the astute tourist the other day, which would have been 3 a.m. Arizona time.
He doesn't sleep.
Wow.
Tell
And
you
he
that
does
man
that
is
often.
the hardest working person on YouTube by
Absolutely.
far.
Absolutely.
I know Scott's secret. He told me one day how he sleeps, but I'm not going to tell anybody.
He sleeps upright.
I do my best naps while I'm driving the truck.
Awesome. But yeah, so let's get back into it. So let's talk. What we decided to talk about this round was how we plan our trips, the sites that we look at, the ways that we try to pick out our spots. So
we have a surprise camper with us today who doesn't want to be on camera.
Oh, do we?
Say hello.
Hi.
Sarah!
Yeah, she's a little camera shy. It's okay.
Oh, come on, Sarah. Join the fun.
That's what we said. We'll totally keep it R-rated.
Right?
All right.
All right. Well, I guess the first thing we can talk about that we use all the time is just our normal Florida, reserve. What's that? Reserve America, Reserve Florida. Yeah. I forgot the
Florida
name
State Parks uses a system called Reserve America, which I've actually found that a lot of state parks tend to utilize that particular company's reservation system. But it's and it's actually pretty effective. I've only once not gotten my email or my gate code or problem from them, and they acknowledged the system error, that was going on that particular weekend. So it's a pretty efficient reservation system, I would say.
Yep.
Yeah.
State parks are the hardest to get into. They're the cheapest and usually the most coveted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless it's, the 15th of July and it's 105 degrees out.
Right.
Then you can sneak in, but come this weekend, Labor Day, all the way through to basically Memorial Day, it is every man for himself. Don't be silly. Make sure you bring a gun to the knife fight if you want to get in.
Yep. And actually, we will show you guys. Like I said, this one we're kind of showing you what we do and how we do it. So I am actually
we're going to actually use actual tools and look efficient and everything.
I know, right?
Fancy.
Wow. That's it.
Yep.
So if you don't live in Florida, obviously you can go to your state. They probably most likely have a website for your state.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what's the earliest you can book a state park?
Now, depending,
Florida residents can book 11 months in advance, and non-Florida residents, I'm pretty sure it's 90 days.
90 days.
However, they are cracking down on proving that you're Florida resident with Florida State Parks now.
Yes, so you have to scan or upload your driver's license for your residence.
Correct.
Yep. And this one's pretty cool because it has almost everything that we need here.
Yeah, because it basically has more than just camping. If you want to get day use for some of the more niche parks, like where you can do your ATVing and your dirt biking, you can get the day passes for that through here as well.
Or if you have a boat.
Rent the pavilions for an event or the other facilities they have. That can all be done through this same site as well. So it's really all in one tool.
Yeah. So I just chose Colt Creek. Just happened to be on there. So what you would then do is you'd be able to search. I'm not going to search in the net. I'm going to search way out.
Yeah, like next year.
Like January. Yeah. We've been trying to find January.
We'll take a look. I'll see if there's anything available, but there might not be. So let's say, because we're normally weekend warriors, so we're looking, let's say, January 16th to 17th. And then you can do this if you want, because as you can see, you can look for boating, day use, like CJ was talking about, equestrian, camping, pavilions, primitive
cabins.
So you can look wherever you want. And usually I'll stop there.
Yeah.
And then we'll do show results. So as we can see, there is literally nothing available in Cote Creek.
It's an extremely popular park. It's actually one of Florida State's newest state parks, and was only within the past 2 years or less expanded to have all of these camping facilities.
Correct.
So their facilities are brand new, super squeaky clean, amazing condition, which most parks already are. But these, have that, new camp smell.
Yes, yes. And Bill, you're still on a cruise on the other side of the world. How's it going over there? Welcome in, Bill. Armstrong Adventures.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, Bill.
Hey.
Yep, I've been eyeballing his stuff on Facebook and things like that. He's having a blast over there. But yeah, we'll be with Bill on the World America Thanksgiving. Just turned out that way, happenstance.
Very cool. Very cool.
So, but as you can see here, one of the other things that we like about at least this particular one is if we have a certain weekend that we absolutely are like, okay, this weekend's the only one I have available, then you can see the nearby parks. It'll tell you, hey, here are the parks and what the distance is from where I'm searching.
Yeah.
My only complaint.
Not from. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, my only complaint about this website is the pictures that they take on the sites are not the best pictures of the sites.
Right.
It's true. We definitely recommend double checking, even just Google Maps, Apple Earth, whatever it is. Google, I don't know, I think I messed those up, but check their satellite views of this place you're looking for to sometimes get a better feel for your site.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Welcome in, Kyle Vlogs. Thanks for coming in today.
Hello there.
Ooh, Kyle's got a cruise coming up in three months. Yeah, let us know. Definitely let us know. So like CJ was saying, sometimes they're not the best pictures. So we're going to go into Colt Creek though.
I said that.
Or you said that. Sorry.
CJ said something different.
Sorry, I'm like trying to multitask and it's not working obviously.
It's okay. I was just offering the satellite view alternative to help get a better feel for your site and
You
your
can
angle
also YouTube.
like that.
You
And
can
it's
also
Christine,
YouTube.
and like Christine said, almost every park has got some form of YouTube.
It does now.
About it now because they're just so darn popular.
Yeah. All right. So this is the other thing that we like is at least in what would you say, CJ? 90% of the cases, this is pseudo accurate, but we realized with the Santos Trailhead last weekend,
it was orientated. Yeah, it seemed to orientate a little differently than we anticipated. But other than that, no, I say that better than 95% of the time they are accurate, dead on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
We've been to one place that was absolutely wrong, one campsite, but it wasn't a state park.
Well,
They didn't even label their streets.
Yeah.
Oof.
They had it labeled on the map, but not when you were actually there.
Welcome in. It's okay to be a transgender. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Whoop, we got a member in the house. Welcome in, Liz. Whoop, whoop.
Hey, Liz.
I still haven't set them up one. I keep on saying, write it down for me so I don't, I keep on forgetting. I need to set up one for Liz and Chris.
All right.
No problem. Thank you for watching while you're eating. Okay, so yes. So here we go. Now we have the ability to take a look. And as you guys can see, it is broken down by sections. And one of the things that we also really like about it are the hearts, because you can go in here and once you finally do find a site that you really like, you can put a heart on it. So the next time we go back, we can say, you know what, is that site available?
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you can definitely go in here and you can put a little hearty heart. And now anytime I look, I'll be able to know, okay, this one's good. And that's what we do sometimes when we drive around or we do tours is we eyeball the sites and we're like, okay, which ones look good?
Yeah.
And then we'll try to spot a bit.
Yeah, what's level? Which one has some shade but not low-hanging branches? What's got a good solid pad? Doesn't look like a washout or anything in the end. Exactly. Important. Those are important factors. Yep.
Very important. And you can see here, January, which we have learned, like January through March or April, is
it's actually this weekend, right?
Snow bears.
Yeah,
it really did start this Labor Day weekend. At this point, as I looked for some other fill-ins ourselves, all the way out through almost till Memorial Day. I'm barely able to find more than just like a hole like that, like a Wednesday hole or
Monday,
a
Wednesday. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately, it's because our state parks, not to brag. No, you know what? Forget to brag. Our state takes good care of its parks and its facilities on the overall, and like Mel said, they're pretty coveted.
It does. It does. And then here's an example of what Mel was saying. You know, you'll get like a single picture.
Yeah.
And you're not really sure, okay.
That's actually a nice picture.
But that actually
That's
is
one of the better. And remember, these pictures are less than 2 years old because Cold Creek was just photoed. My problem isn't that the pictures are bad necessarily. They haven't been updated in too long.
Or they're fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
but,
like, oh, look at that little shrub over there. Now
I don't mind taking the pictures for them if they paid me. I'll go to every state park and take pictures of every site for them.
Oh my God, it'd be so awesome. You and Christine would have a field day with your cameras doing that.
Sure would, but it's a volunteer job, not a paid job.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. The other thing I like, at least with our breakdown, is you can see here, it does a good job of check in, check out. Is it a back in? Is it a pull through? What are the rates? So you can see it's $24 plus a $6 reservation fee. When we click on amenities, you'll be able to see, okay, actually, let me move us around so people can see it. Hang on. Now we're kind of blocking it.
Yeah,
there we go. So now you can see with this one, there are campfires allowed at the sites. It's got a 50 amp and a 30 amp. So if you have the bigger RVs, then you're going to have enough power.
Yeah.
This one does have grills. It tells you how long each pad is because they will vary.
Yep.
This one's 68 feet long.
Nice.
That's really good.
Nice.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely one of the bigger spots.
And 20 feet wide. So this is a really big one. 20 feet wide by 68 feet long.
You should heart that one.
I know.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
That's 21.
21.
Yeah, that's nice. That's Class A territory. If you squeeze in there with a trailer, you've got plenty of elbow space.
Yeah. Well, before we go on, let's welcome in another member.
Yes, we should. Hey.
Cruising on the high seas and travel. The race champ is finally here. Rob already talking smack on us for 4.0, even though he's not going to be there.
Wow.
So you've got that. You can see it does have water hookups. Now, what is the coveted one is when you also find one that says sewer. That's considered full hookup. So you'll have your water, your power, and then your sewer, so you can dump right then.
That's what FHU abbreviation stands for, if you see that.
Yeah.
HU hookup. Yep.
And then in this case, Cold Creek does allow pets. So you can see they do say domestic pets allowed. And it's got partial shade.
So we can't bring our chickens.
Nope, no chickens. But this site is set up for, like CJ said, most of the state parks in Florida are all on here, as well as some of the other states have something very similar. So this is definitely one of the tools that we use when we're looking around.
What's some other tools that we use, babe?
So what are some other tools? We also like to use, like CJ said, a Google Maps and try to see if we can. It's not the best, but it's definitely something that you can try to get a better aerial view of the area. So since we're on Cold Creek, we're just going to stick with Cold Creek.
That's because we were trying to get into Cold Creek.
I know, right?
I know. It's hard to get. It's so hard to get into. We've only managed to get into it once in the 2 years or a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And Cold Creek is a little bit easier. As you can see here, it doesn't have a ton of
no, it doesn't
trees.
have a lot. Yeah, it does not. Like I said, the pads are all nice. Everything is paved there, being a new park. And of course,
for the record,
the
last time we were here, CJ and Christine, you guys were in that lot. That pull through right there that I just tagged.
Other side of the bathroom, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were on the pull through on the other side.
We
Oh,
were
were
in
you?
that pull through right
Yeah,
there.
a little further up.
Pull up. That's the host.
That's the host.
That's the pull through.
Yep, with those
And
parking
you
spots
guys were
across from
across the
us.
street.
Oh, that's right. The parking
And
spots.
the screen like everybody
Like,
could
yeah,
see
I
it.
was gonna say nobody can see us pointing at the screen, babe.
Yes, I get it now. You guys were
Yep.
right across from the parking lot. Right there is where you
Yeah,
were.
because the
Yeah.
And
tent
we were
the
over
tent-
here on that one.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
because those parking spots there are actually and
Go
that
to
paved
the
path.
glamping
Go,
tents.
yeah, go to those nice AC glamping tents and further beyond regular tent camping.
Uh-huh.
Right. But these, as you guys can see, these were all, like CJ said, when we stayed at them last time, they'd only been open for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Right.
really nice.
Yeah, but how do we use
So-
Google Maps to find camping?
Well, we use it to make sure that there's a path to get
Mhm.
to the bathroom if we're not in an ADA site while
Yeah.
those continues to recover.
Yep.
True.
So if we're lucky, we'll have a clear picture like this. But some of the campsites in Florida definitely have a lot of tree cover, so it's kind of hard to tell. But gives us a good angle, and we try to guesstimate based off of the pictures within the site where you book it, Google Maps, and then just like other people, we do try to put in YouTube and see if anybody out there has done a campground tour like we have. To see if we can eyeball the campsites.
Yeah, that's how we ended up settling on our one for Anastasia. We were 87 is the site we were in, and we found a specific YouTube tour of the park, but the people doing the video were staying in 87, so there was extra coverage of it, and that's so we ended up booking that one for that park.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, another one that I had, but I did not renew, was AllStays.
Yeah.
That's an app that we used. You do have to pay for that app.
Yeah, we had to pay one as well for a little bit that we decided to let go.
Yeah. But this one does.
Yeah.
This one searches more stuff though. It can search like dump stations and free overnights, Walmarts, truck stops, all that stuff. So it gives you a lot of filters on this one.
Yep.
But
then,
service.
Campendium does that for free.
Yeah, I was gonna say Campendium. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We used RV overnights, and with RV overnights, we got some pretty unique overnight stays. Like we got to stay at the drive-in movie theater.
Yep, the Ocala Drive-In
for free.
Yep. We got to see one good movie and one bad movie.
Correct.
It's a double feature.
Oh, yep. Here's another one of Campendium.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There's iOverlander as well.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Brad has all trails.
Yep. Fred's using all trails.
That one's a paid one too.
It is. He got it.
His
He got a subscription for a year with his camper when he bought it.
I looked at all trails. That's mostly like Midwest and up north and stuff.
That I felt that way too when I looked at it, but hey, it's free and
Yeah, if it's free, yeah.
They'll try at least until it runs out. But then of course, since we're talking, I know we're talking about camping and the various sites. Of course, we can't discount the state forests in Florida.
Correct.
Right.
The state forests have a similar reservation system to the state parks, and our state forests are also pretty darn well maintained as far as their campgrounds and facilities.
Did you guys already put up RV?
No.
ARVIE.
Which one?
ARVIE. RV.
.com.
.com.
It's like booking.com, yeah.
What she said.
So I haven't
Pulled
the trigger on this one yet. But what I love about this particular website is if you want a particular, let's say you want Colt Creek, it will constantly scan, and when Colt Creek becomes available on the date you selected, it will auto book it for you.
Very nice.
So
I did hear about that.
Yeah, I like that option.
But again, it's a paid service.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. $16.58 a month.
If you're going to be going on a regular basis, you got to figure it out.
If you
Oh my goodness! Look who made it in.
Hi, Mom.
Mama.
Hello there.
Hello, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
They must be watching at the Rays game.
Yeah.
7th inning stretch.
But there's definitely a lot of different sites out here.
There's the
Yeah.
dirt.
That can help you. Yeah, the dirt
The dirt.
is another one. I mean, there are tons and tons. Some free, some paid. So it just depends on how frequently you're going to be camping and what you need.
It depends also what kind of campground. If you're doing like a lot of government or private lands and stuff, there's a lot of free websites to look for that, certain websites.
So Recreation.gov is
Yep.
the one government property.
Yep.
And MLM land. I think it's
Yep.
called the Army
Corps. Yep, they
eventually.
have a site as well. I think they're tied into direct.
The Corps engineers,
Yeah.
Exactly. And then the other one that we have in Florida, which I haven't figured out how to use outside of Florida, our water management districts allow. Now they only have water hookups; they don't have electric on them. So
But they're free.
It's kind of a boondock concept, but those, you can book one of those in 24 hours, or on the fly.
I know. Somebody just wants to be held tonight.
And then the other one we use a lot, like you said, is the forest, Florida forest.
Yeah.
Yes. You want to bring up your website?
I'm sure.
Just because Christine and I like our camping to feel more in the woods, as opposed to some of the more.
Wait, no, that's the state.
There's a lot of differences between the forest and the state parks too.
There is.
There are. Yep.
There's different sets of rules.
Yep. Forests do not allow golf cart usage for their patrons, but the state parks do. That's the biggest one. They're still mostly all pet friendly.
Yep.
The forest you'll find has a lot of spots, but they're not all water and power.
I find that the forest is usually
Page, and I'll probably have to cut that out because it defaulted to all my personal information, and I don't need that on the internet, people.
No, we don't.
So I will have to clip that part out when it goes back.
Note
All
to
right.
self: edit later.
So we'll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
But it works very similar conceptually to the state parks page as far as
It
looking
does.
for. You start with your dates and what you're looking for, and then it populates a lot of stuff because, again, as I said, there are, if you just select camping, there's a ton. I mean, a metric ton of primitive camping in the parks everywhere, or in the forest, I should say, everywhere. And then,
hello CNS Travel. Welcome in.
Hello there.
Sherman
and then,
has
of
his
course,
own.
Sherman, I've got to get you
sorry.
out of here.
And Sherman is a member.
I didn't know who
Yes.
buttons he has.
And then the forests, of course, do have cabins in some of them as well. And then, like I said, some with water only, some with water and electric. I don't think I've ever seen a forest campground with a full hookup, though. Now that I can think
I haven't really been to
with on site. They have dump stations, but I don't think I've ever seen one in the forest on site that I can recall.
no, not
we've
that I
stayed
can
in a bunch of
recall
them.
either. But the forest, the
Forest is a little cheaper than the parks as well,
it also has a little looser rules, if you will,
with the exception.
pools.
with the exception of golf carts. Yeah, you can
And
bring a pool.
You can bring your kiddie pool to the forest, but not to a state park.
Right.
Exactly.
You can, in the state forest, you can also, because you're in the state forest, if you're a hunter, you can go hunting. If you're
Seasonally appropriate
an
with the right tag.
ATVer, you can go ATVing.
Yep.
If you're a dirt biker, you can go dirt biking.
Yep.
Horses, where the state parks don't have all those options per se, or if they did have those options, you can't bring that equipment with you.
Yeah, you often have.
Yeah.
So here's an example. This is Gillis Hills. This is where we were a couple of weeks ago.
Love
Yep.
Taylor's
We really like this one.
This is definitely mine and Christine's.
It's
This is
our favorite.
darn
yeah.
close to our favorite. And that first loop that you zoomed in on, which is referred to as equestrian loop,
Right
had
there.
bigger sites, super close to the big bathroom. Because the facility has 2 bathrooms there, and that's definitely one of our favorite camps. Right?
Yeah.
But we've been
You
in
can see-
lots of other ones.
You can see right there how close all those are, and these were humongous. So yeah. I would get site like 1 through 10. Those are that loop right there. And then you've got the bathroom right up here. It was all really, really close.
Here's another difference between parks and forestry, or basically like any state park or national park versus any land management or forest. In land management and forest, if you forgot your wood, you can pick it up off the ground and
you can
have a
scrounge.
campfire.
You can't cut down, but you can scrounge.
Unless you pay $10 for a cutting
chainsaw
pass,
permit.
and then you can cut down. Where in the parks, national or state, you
Cannot
cannot.
scrounge.
And when you're going from state to state, you cannot bring your own wood. You have to buy wood when you get there.
Yeah.
So that's something important to know. It's another difference.
You don't want to bring invasive bug species from our area to another, or vice versa.
Correct.
Right. Usually it's like
There's
good
the
fan.
fan.
Hey, Ron. Thanks for coming in.
Welcome.
Hello there.
Hey, for the record, Ron, you need to send Zach and I a new link. We don't have a link for the show after this one.
Yeah, Ron.
I wore a football shirt for you guys. I mean,
Yeah, we were watch you, Ron.
I don't need a link. I'll just watch directly.
Right.
Because I know less about football than Ryan does.
Well, another thing to note about state forests and state parks, they have less amenities. So that's why the price is a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
So you got to keep that in mind when you're booking. You're basically going to Birdwatch, and then take your app.
Kayak.
Yeah, and take your app and see what kind of bird it is, like they did a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Ryan and Christine.
Are you making fun of my bird app?
Ryan and Christine love
Hey.
that.
Whoever.
My Merlin bird app is awesome. Literally, it uses the speaker and it listens to the birds and it
And then
tells
it tells
you what they
birds
are.
outside.
Whatever
It's
floats your
great.
boat.
Yeah,
So-
sure.
Also, it's great for stargazing.
Mhm.
The forest I found, as long as you're not in an overly, treed up area, the campground is properly cleared and maintained, those seem to have a little bit better viewing than some of the parks, because the parks are more lit up. at night.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not that it's
And
bad.
we have one Astro Park in the state of Florida
Yeah.
for night
Astronomical dark sky designated park. It's in your prairie.
Yeah. Now that's the big one. I think you have another one that's a pseudo, and that's the Withlacoochee River Camp. That is like a diamond in the rough to even find where to book it.
Yeah, I know. It's
Correct.
because it's a
We may
county
be
park.
going there tomorrow night or Saturday night.
Not to the park, but apparently there's an astronomy club that does some viewing and some stuff. If you go south from that turnoff at the dirt road instead of north up to the park, so we may do a little investigating with that with her night camera stuff.
We're
for the
most
trip.
likely going. I need to take all my cameras and shoot in the dark to see which one is.
She wants
gonna
to
work
bring
the
to Norway.
best.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, good. That's a good place. Because even if you go to the park itself, it's got that little astro thing cut out in the center. Remember right up from where we were.
Yeah, that huge open field. Yep.
Yeah. Where we tested my GoPro for the first time and realized the settings were wrong because I still had it on the solar sun settings instead of actual night lapse.
Bye, Sarah. Thanks for visiting during our live.
Bye, Sarah. Bye.
Ron's saying at least we'll have 2 people or 2 views when you guys watch Zach, Ron, Mel, and I, and Daniel talk about college football.
We're your biggest fans for foosball.
So,
Actually,
all right. So I guess another thing that we should talk about, because it definitely comes into play, and that is costs.
Yeah.
When it comes to weekend warriors and when we're trying to make decisions on where we want to go, that can be a large factor depending on how long we want to go.
Even the chat said goodbye to you, Sarah.
Bye.
Bye, Sarah.
Our niece likes to visit us for good times, you know.
Yeah.
When she doesn't want to go home and deal with her dad, you know.
Since I've broken my ankle, she's been coming over and checking on me quite often.
Yeah, she's good like that.
Yeah. She's a good girl.
She is.
But yeah.
Oh, and today's Haley's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday, Hales.
22.
Hello.
Get a
Happy
job, you
birthday.
bum. Go move out.
That's right. And Sherman's saying that he hasn't been camping since he was growing up. Back when you had to stay in a tent. Yeah, before all the RVs were all big.
I mean, you could still stay in a tent at many of these places. We just prefer air conditioning.
People do it, and people get real creative with their AC with the tents, and I've seen some very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
What are those tents or those ACs called?
They're standalone. Or
No.
window one.
No.
Oh, a swamp cooler.
Swamp cooler.
Yeah.
Swamp coolers, yeah.
Yeah, ice in the bottom and a fan to blow it at you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's a big one because, like, if you think, okay, I want to do a lot of camping, then the state parks in the forest at $20 to $30 a night is kind of where you want to go.
Yep.
But on the flip side, if you want to experience a super duper, hang on, guys, I'm sorry, Mike. All of a sudden, I'm getting blown up by IM, so I need to shut off notifications. But if you are looking at doing a really good bougie one, like the Splash RV Resort one, that was like $100 a night. So,
but you had a pool, you had putt-putt golf, you had trash service at the end of the driveway. It was a bunch of different things. You had a cabin.
Yeah, so it depends on the experience you're looking for and the kind of amenities that you want.
Yeah.
Is really what it boils down to.
Yeah, because I think between both of us, we have difference of opinions. Like Mel really likes those RV resorts with the parks and the rivers and the pools and everything. And CJ and I are more, nah, I'd rather be in the woods. If I want to go with a pool and have somebody
serve me drinks.
I'll
go to Ryan and Melinda's house.
Or I'll just get on a cruise. I'll get on a cruise where they wait on me hand and foot.
Like Sherman said, he likes camping on a cruise.
Exactly.
If you want to
welcome in, Barry. Thanks for coming in, Barry.
Hey, Barry.
Foolish mortals.
But yeah, so that's a good example. Yeah, we sometimes have different styles. Things like that. Like we're trying another one that's not super bougie, but I like to call it pseudo bougie.
Okay.
And that is when Mel and we have a navigators rally in October, the first weekend of October for Expedia. And it's at the Hilton right outside of Orlando, the Disney Springs area. And it's like $300 for one night in that hotel. Yeah. Whereas we booked the KOA, which is about 15 or 20 minutes from there, at $95 a night. So we got 2 nights for less than the cost of one night if we stayed at the hotel. And we'll have full hookups with water and a little Peaches runway right behind us with their own little private grass to go do the pee-pees.
Yeah.
And to be honest, KOA is tried and true. Everybody knows and loves KOA.
Yeah, I mean,
they've been
Yellow Bear or whatever it is with Yogi the Bear.
Yellowstone?
Oh, that one, yeah.
I thought
it was called Yellow Bear.
No,
Yellow Bear?
Yogi's tie is green. Why would you get yellow out of that?
No, the park is Yellow Bear with Yogi the Bear
but
there.
It's called Jellystone in the cartoon because it's making fun of Yellowstone.
Okay. Oh, boy. What do I know? I've never been to one.
That's right. She's never seen the Star Trek movies either, I found out recently. So.
Oh, you've never seen the
I grew up in a third kind of camping.
Boat.
A boat.
A boat.
36-foot Bayliner boat camping. So I camped on the water.
Yeah.
Right.
Just don't roll out of bed. It's kind of wet.
Barry has a very important question.
You know what?
If he sleeps in his car, does it count as an RV?
Absolutely.
In some places, 100% yes. It's called park camping, and we have
We
all
have done
done
it. It's
at
great.
various places.
Mhm.
Yeah. We actually, our previous SUV, we had a custom mattress built for when we laid this back and middle seats down to inflate using the car and go in there. We had fans, we had the cooler up in the front seat, so we 100% camped. And most places do consider that an RV vehicle. You have to book like an RV site to use it.
But you get the power in the water with that.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
And we have
Absolutely.
seen people with their room air conditioning, like Ryan and Melinda have, where like the little thing
standalone.
sticks out the window
Yeah.
or whatever. We've
Right.
seen people use those in their cars.
Absolutely, 100%. Let it sit outside, just blow the air inside, or vice
Yeah.
versa.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So let's talk about length of stay versus considerations for where you book, how you book, and what you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that we have to all think about. So
Are you a weekend warrior? Are
Mhm.
you a weekday escapee because you have other commitments to on the weekend, or are you trying to disappear off the grid?
yeah. And I think that also dictates your site. So let's use an example of a short weekender where you're only staying 2 nights. There, we could get away with really any site anywhere because you could almost, even if you're doing the military showers, in your RV, usually 2 nights is more than enough to have enough space for black water and gray water, even
Well,
if you
for
shower.
our size RV.
Yeah, for our size RV.
Same with us.
Generally
Generally
speaking.
Yours
Yeah.
is a little bit
So-
bigger.
Yeah, we were a little short on gray water this past weekend.
Well, no, you didn't use enough.
Yeah, I didn't use enough gray water. My bad.
So
Make enough, I should say.
Yeah.
when we start talking longer than that, I don't think we haven't done a full week yet, but we've done like 4 or 5
done-
days.
We've done 4. We've done
A full week.
We've done a Monday through Thursday.
Correct. By ourselves. But
By
we did an
ourselves.
entire New Year's trip.
Well, but we didn't stay at one site. That's a different
Yeah,
method.
that's true. Okay.
different.
Yeah.
You found about a single location,
A
right?
single location where you're
Okay.
not hooking up and it's not practical to hook up and dump and take it back to the same spot you just worked on.
Eddie's
Yeah.
got a question.
What's Eddie? What's up?
Gray water.
Great.
Gray
Oh,
water
yes.
is the water that you use in your sink or in your shower. It stays away from the black water, which is, you
Poop.
can imagine. Yeah, it's your business.
Yeah, it's your poop water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those fill up
they-
fast. Gray fills up fast, especially if you're taking a shower
Or washing
Or
dishes.
or
somebody
washing dishes.
Yeah.
Washing
Yeah.
dishes. Yeah.
can. It certainly can. But so we've stayed a Monday through Thursday at Tillis,
Correct.
but it was in the old camper, I think.
Correct.
So it was in the original camper. We managed, because we could work remotely from there. So we pulled in on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
And worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and pulled out Thursday on my lunch break. I definitely had to dump. So we had to have the turd wheel with us, as we like to call it.
Yep.
Eddie,
Explain that.
before you ask, the turd wheel is a portable dump for black water, gray water. So you can hook up the hose to this little tank and
Dump like you
your
would be.
tanks that are attached to the camper, and then take this portable camp and roll it to the dump site.
Yep, you basically just drop. Once it's full, you slap it. Let's see, are those connected to an outlet?
It depends on where you are. Not
And
all.
Yes.
Some locations have the full hookups Mel was talking about, and then yes, you can do it right there on site. Others don't. I won't say it's
So-
hit or miss, but it depends on the facility.
Didn't you say Unicoi had full hookups?
Some of them.
do. Where we are staying, do not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the dump site is like 5 freaking miles away. It feels like, because it's all the way
It's when you
out
first
and when
come
you
into
first
the
come
park.
into the park.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Yeah. So you fill up your portable poop tank, your portable dump tank. We call it the turd wheel, to be cute,
Yeah.
because I like to nickname everything in life. And once you filled it from out of the camper into the container, you just hook it onto your hitch, and you slow roll it to the dump station at the site. upend it right in, and you're done. And then you don't have
Yeah,
to
it
just.
makes it easier because you don't have to hook up your whole trailer to your car to move it.
Yep.
That's
Right.
the way you do it.
Yeah, definitely. And normally, if we're staying in extended time, that's when we either look for full hookups,
Yep. 3 nights,
or
4.
we try to stay very, very close to the main comfort station, as they like to call them, because then you can take showers there and do most of your business there, and it not be too far from the site.
Correct. But my recommendation for most things that aren't in a Class A or Class C size tank, and if you're under 30 feet, usually your tanks are good for about that 3 night. You're dumping that that 4th morning as you leave. If you're going to be somewhere more than 3 nights, yeah, you need to plan accordingly. If you don't have a full hookup on site.
Yep.
That's the summary.
Yep. So that's definitely thought process that we go through depending on where we're going and how long we're staying.
Oh my goodness, go.
Now, what Christine was mentioning, our longer trip that we did, that was 7, 8 days or whatever
8
it
days,
is. It was 8 days. But we drove from Tampa up to Tallahassee, boondocked in a Cracker Barrel parking lot, and just ran the camper's electric off of my her F-150 truck. It's not mine, it's hers. Her F-150 truck, because it has a generator. Then from there, we went across the Panhandle to wherever the hell we stayed. Biloxi. Yeah, toward Biloxi. Camped there on single night as a layover. Then went further on.
I guess we stopped at State Park at the Panhandle and then went to
we had some state park on the coast that we did a single night at. So that meant pulling in, disconnecting, hooking everything up, the whole routine. Then further on to Biloxi. And then
Eddie, the turd wheel is probably the size of your pull wagon for Sam's Club.
Yeah. It's ours, I think, is a 20-gallon, Ryan, the one that we share.
No, I think it's more. I think it might be a 25 or 27 because I know it was a couple of gallons over what we both had in your original tank because we were both at 20 gray and 20 black, and I think it was like a 25 or 27.
Yeah, something like that. So, but no, they're ours is about 4. It's about 2 to 3 feet wide, 4 feet tall at most. And a foot. And a foot deep on its wheels. It's not. It's not that big. It's not that big.
It's like it looks like those little fold up, pull behind wagons that people have. Just not as high, like Christine said. Yeah, and it's got a little strap so you can put it right on your hitch and then slow roll it either with a bike or your truck over to 5 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour or so to get it over to the dump station.
Which is the speed limit in almost every park, anyway.
Yeah. So, our pleasure.
Anytime. Whenever it comes to poop, I'm full of it. I mean, knowledge. Sorry, knowledge. I meant to say knowledge.
Yeah. And I guess the last thing when it comes to booking, and we can kind of shoot the breeze on this, and if anyone has any final questions, we can answer that before we close up here. And that's the window for booking. In Florida, like you were saying earlier in our conversation, CJ, with the snowbirds basically swooping in and all during the winter just monopolizing everything and booking everything out for months at a time. You gotta think early. I mean, we're thinking now for like next year, late spring, early summer already.
Yeah. After we get back from this cruise, we're going to start planning for April, May, and June. We're solid up until March right now.
Here's the things that I have learned since we've been camping for almost 2 years now. Now that's a black lie. So you either need to in the fall book in the summer book your spring, in the fall book
6 months out.
Yeah, book your summer, right? Or a week a week or two in advance. That way, if you're doing it, I want to go this weekend, you're catching the cancellations.
Yeah. Which Mel and I have had happen once or twice when we were.
We've had that.
It wasn't availability, and then I was like, "Well, let's look again." And someone canceled last moment, and it just happened to be when I went in there, it was open, and I was like, "Booked."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you got New Yorkers.
Yeah. New
Just
Yorkers.
talking about New Yorkers.
Well, I have a couple other recommendations.
Speaking of New Yorkers,
I'm sure it's how we say Wada.
I watched 4-hour documentary today on the most famous New Yorker, Billy Joel.
Long Islander.
Oh, Long Islander.
Yeah.
My bad.
Don't insult
Long
me.
Islander.
Say
Long,
From Long
Long Islander.
The Long Islander. Don't insult
Long
Island. Yep. He's a strong island boy.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, Mel said she had a few more things that she wanted to go
All
over
right,
that
let's
she looked
do
for
it.
as well.
I also search for campsites through Facebook groups. So a couple of ones that I've done is RVing and camping in Florida, because a lot of people go in there and actually say, hey, I'm staying at so-and-so place and I'm staying on this site, and they have pictures and everything. And it's like, I've found several ones like that.
You know, speaking of that, a lot of people post that they're canceling there as well. Because I'm in that same group, and today someone posted they canceled their reservation for this weekend in the Keys. I was like, darn it, too bad I can't get down there that quick.
I know. So yeah, Facebook groups, if you look, you can find anything with RVs.
Yeah.
If you don't mind wading through all the junk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I am not a Facebook guy. I won't do it. That's me personally.
Well, another person I follow is Gillis and Wills. I've been following them. They usually show their campsites. They're a bigger YouTuber, vlogger. And then just specific, like I found one in Mississippi that just had a grand opening, and it had a soft opening where it invited people. So you can find these groups, and they'll invite people to, you can come and stay for free and do a soft opening with them.
Right.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that, in a nutshell, is that. So what do we have as far as final thoughts on how we plan our RV trips?
Book ahead.
Book early.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If this was the old PC days, I'd say save early, save often. In this case, it's book early, book often.
Right. Now, Eddie and Scott are having a Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Right.
Long.
in my, just to throw it out there, when CJ says book in advance, book often, really, to make it worth the money that you're spending for the camper, you really need to go at least once or twice a month to make it worth it.
Once a month for the average schmo, unless you decide to drop more money than you should
Yeah.
have on something nicer than you could afford.
Right. And
And
some
then,
campers are more than a car payment. They're more than a mortgage.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not ours,
Yeah.
thank goodness.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Fred and I looked at one. It was on sale for the low price of $697,000.
Yeah. Wow.
Just reduced. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I mean, you guys will see, because when we were camping at Santos Trailhead on Sunday, we went out and we did a couple of RV tours.
We did.
There was a used Airstream. Now, it was a Globetrotter. They're high end.
High end.
But a used one was like $128,000.
Right.
So there are some that are definitely not cheap. Not cheap.
It's true. It's true.
So you really got to use your investment, I guess
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
To make it worth a while.
And
Yeah.
at least for us being here in Florida with so many different state parks around, it makes it easier for us to be able to get that use, because there's a lot of parks within 2-hour drive of us that we can go
Yeah,
to.
especially now that the days are getting shorter and we're going to be arriving at dark at the campsites now.
Yep, which is something you should never do as a beginner on your first day ever, just like driving in the rain.
Yes, that seemed to be us.
Or through downtown Atlanta.
But
Yeah.
Sherman is asking Eddie, what size is your camper again?
And he's like,
And
that's
then,
Ryan and Mel probably.
yeah, somehow in Helen last year, I lost the camper to Eddie, and I'm just holding it for him now.
We make the payments.
Eddie's camper is what, 22 feet?
I think it's like 20.
Yeah, Eddie's camper 22 feet from tongue to end and about 17 livable.
Yeah, 4,000.
4,000 max pounds.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I can't believe you gambled away your pink slip, man.
I know, right?
Maybe you can get it back this year.
Maybe. I'll see. Well, we'll be up there at Helen. Actually, there'll be 3 of us now that are going to be there, because you guys are going to be there this time. We'll be there, and then so will Corey and Lori from oh my God, now I'm drawing a blank. Mountains to Sea crew,
About to see, yeah.
because they got an RV as well.
Yep.
So they're going to be there. So there's going to be 3 of us for the vlogger meetup all at Unicoi.
Yeah.
Can I
That'll
put you
be a
down
good
now?
time.
We're trying to convince Fred to come up, but you know how well he plans in advance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doubt it. But it's going to be nice.
Yep.
Yes, it's a perfect size for Eddie.
Yes, Eddie by himself though.
It's all Eddie's.
Yeah,
It is all mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he could sublet some of it.
You
to somebody.
might have to
You could.
share with Peachy because she likes the camper too.
Yep, she does.
Wow, you sold Peachy with the camper? My goodness, guys.
Well, she's making me hold her for like the whole hour.
I've
Otherwise,
noticed.
she's gonna be crying under the desk.
Right?
Very needy
Eddie,
today.
if you're ready for an upgrade, I'll wager CJ's camper for you.
Are
All
you
right, you got me down for a bit.
Adrian, your truck with it?
No,
All
just
right,
your
then.
camper.
Okay.
Yep. So there you guys go. If anybody's interested in joining that vlogger meetup again, it's March 6th through 8th.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, if you guys have any recommendations or want recommendations from us for apps that we use for RVing, because we do have a crap load of apps that we've tried out and can recommend.
Yep. Like I can tell you right off the bat, we did Harvest Hosts and got the platinum thing, and I used it exactly 0 times. As a weekend warrior, that is the worthless piece of crap, honestly.
It is.
Because it is designed really for full-timers who literally are looking to boondock as they're going from one place to another.
Correct.
Yep.
So for weekend warriors who are looking for
2 nights.
two nights or something like that, none of it will work for you.
Yeah.
Just send some
And it's all about you've got to show up between certain times for most of it, which isn't conducive if you're on a schedule to get somewhere. So Harvest Host for a weekend warrior, it was I could have just flushed the $150 down the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, unfortunately.
So, but all right, guys. Well, with that being said, we are going to go ahead and bow out just a tad bit early tonight because Mel and I are going to be part of the Trash Talk or the Tailgate Trash Talk college football.
Yep.
So here,
At the fam.
yep, is the link. The fam is hosting it again this week. So that'll be starting actually in less than a minute. So we will see you guys again. Thank you so much for stopping by. And as always, we will see you on.
See you, Nick. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.